Say what you do on January 1st, you do all year long. Well, considering you're not allowed to pillage a village and rape the livestock and slaughter the women, I decided to go for a motorcycle ride. Which reminds me of a story. Friends and I, we used to make a point to go for a motorcycle ride on the first day of the year. I think Wayne was the one that told me what you do on the first day of the year, you do all year long. He was probably just making that shit up because he wanted to go for a motorcycle ride. Can't blame him. Stick me with a hay spear. We would go for a ride every first of the year. This one year, we had gotten a pretty good snowstorm prior to, well, on New Year's Eve, I guess. Come New Year's Day, roads are pretty shitty. They plowed the main roads. They plowed them all, but they salted the main roads. So they were pretty much just a salty mess. Secondary roads were slushy and shitty. And then there was Potts Hollow Road. That's where Wayne lived. It was kind of plowed, I guess. The good news was there was gravel on it, so gravel road sticks up through the snow a little bit, gives you a little bit of traction. Well, at the time I was building my house, I didn't have a garage, and Wayne was nice enough to let me store my motorcycle in his garage. So the morning of the 1st, got up, got dressed, and headed to Wayne's house. Well, that old Softail, she didn't have much interest in running or starting. Pushed it down the driveway, jumped on it, tried to bum start it. Did more slipping and sliding than it did trying to start. So, like sensible adults, we decided it was too bad of weather to go for a motorcycle ride. Too dangerous. That's not true. The truth is, we got a piece of rope, and we tied the motorcycle to a Chevy Blazer, drug it down the road until it started. I got it running on one cylinder, and I just let it sit there and thump until it got enough heat in the motor where the other cylinder started hitting. While that's going on, Mike Sindrich and Frank show up. Down the road we go for our New Year's Day ride. We slipped and slid all the way out to Eaton Park, I think it was, for breakfast. Get our bellies full, knock the ice off our asses. We head back out to the motorcycles, start the old Softail up, pull the choke on the S&S carburetor, and it's sitting there loping along at a high idle. And I got one hand on the handlebar, my right hand. My right foot's on the ground. Using my left hand to tuck the strap in on my helmet as I pick the bike up to pick up the kickstand. Well, as I kick up the kickstand, my chaps hit the heel shifter, and off we go. Well, Wayne is parked right in front of me, so the only choice I have is to pick up my right foot, which is keeping me from falling over, and stab the rear brake to stall the engine. So I stall the engine, and over I go, right against the car that was parked next to us. Luckily, my fat ass and all the layers of clothes I had on protected the car from getting hurt. While Mike Sindrich is standing there laughing at me, GD is staring at me, shaking his head. Wayne, who has a chest about the size of a 55-gallon barrel, whiskey barrel, probably be more appropriate for Wayne, comes over and grabs my handlebars with one hand, my headlight with the other hand, and just jerks that bike right up off me. Stands it back up on the kickstand. It made for a memorable ride. I miss those days. So if I spend the rest of 2026 riding my motorcycle, thinking back on those days. I'll consider it a year well spent. Fortunately, I won't be riding with those guys anymore. GD Rich Frank blew himself up. Mike Cindrich had himself a stroke. Now gets dizzy spells. Can't be riding a motorcycle. Though he did hang in there for a long time, wouldn't sell it. But last year he finally sold his bike. Wayne, he's pretty stoved up. He got T-boned years ago, mashed his leg all up. This year he's got an infection in his hip. That's put a hurting on him. But he should be getting a new hip this month. But I think maybe his riding days are over. He sold all his bikes except for the old Wide Glide. And it's got the transmission out of it. And I do believe it's just going to stay that way. Plus Mike and Wayne are in Pennsylvania. And I'm in Tennessee now. But I still got my memories. Some of them. Of course, the memories I don't have now, do I? Don't know what you don't know. Still having fun. And I'll keep doing it as long as I can. Hello, puppy. I do have a lot of stories. Years gone by. Maybe when the weather breaks, I'll videotape my rides and tell a little story. It's that way when I die, my kids and grandkids will have a video to look back on. They can all sit there and look at each other and think, boy, Pappy was an asshole, wasn't he? There could be worse things to be remembered for. Give me a chance. I'll try to accomplish them. Okay. Home again, home again. Well, hey, thanks for riding along. Catch you on the next video.